Pittsburgh Phil is a legendary character in the history of gambling and horse racing. He made a fortune from betting and died a multimillionaire. In America, he has been described as the greatest winner of them all. Phil owned the best and most powerful pair of binoculars available. As the horses lined up for the start, he'd take his seat in the grandstand and train his binoculars on the field. He observed everything that happened during a race and remembered it afterwards. He had a magic eye and a magic memory. He saw which horses were checked or bumped, blocked, pocketed or interfered with in a dozen ways. He saw which horses were covering extra ground, galloping awkwardly or poorly ridden.
In second place, Greenback, and then Spot the Rock, followed by Sir Patrick, Domino, Liverstone, Elaine, Quicksilver, Cindy and Dark Bow. Shaftesbury Avenue about 8th when they get going, followed by Stylish Sensory on the inside of Post Elect, and then Ricochet Rosie. Behind those, Royal Creation, From the Planet, Mr Money Market got a nasty check in the early stages.
You have many advantages over Phil. You no longer need a magic eye and a magic memory. You can listen to race descriptions by the most accurate callers in the business. You can buy videos and photos of the whole day's racing and play back and view each race until you go dizzy. You can see every move they made and more.
Superimpose has done it again. He's done it again. Superimpose beat Liverstone Elaine. Third either Royal Creation or Shaftesbury Avenue.
Let's slow down our film of the 91 Doncaster. The horses to watch are Liverstone Elaine, about 4th, close to the rails, red and white sleeves and a white cap. Royal Creation, in the middle of the field in yellow and purple. Further back, Superimpose, down the extreme outside, white sleeves and red cap. And most important of all, Shaftesbury Avenue, in black and pink, midfield surrounded by other horses with no way through. While his main rivals enjoy unimpeded runs, Shaftesbury Avenue is badly blocked and doesn't get clear till the last 100. At the finish, he's 1 1/4 lengths from the winner, Superimpose. With a clear passage, he would have won by about 2 lengths. 1 week later, Superimpose and Shaftesbury Avenue met again at similar weights. The race was the all-age stakes, again at Randwick, over 1,600 metres. Let's look at the last 400 of that race. That's Shaftesbury Avenue, in the same black and pink colours, going past the early leader, Stylish Sensory. Superimpose, with the white sleeves and red cap, has pulled out wide to make his challenge. But with a clear run, Shaftesbury Avenue is far too good and wins by 4 lengths. The tab odds were better than even money. For keen race watchers, it was the safest of bets. Clearly, it's very important to know if a horse was checked or blocked in running, and just how severe the interference was. Such knowledge will lead you to many future winners. A wide run is also a disadvantage. Take the 91 AJC Derby, where the New Zealander Surfers Paradise was a short price favourite. That's him, number 3, in the yellow and blue, out very wide. He drew a wide barrier and unfortunately his jockey was never able to get him across, close to the rail. In fact, at the 800, he was even wider than at the start. Surfers Paradise is still wide at the home turn. Compare his run with number 2 Durbridge in the pink and purple. Durbridge is perfectly placed on the rails all the way to the home turn, covering no extra ground whatsoever. In the straight, his jockey eases him out and he holds off strong challengers to win well. After his hard run out wide, Surfers Paradise can't come on in the straight. That's him weakening, out of contention. At the winning post, he's a distant 6th, 8 lengths from Durbridge. Many race performances can't be taken on face value alone. You have to know all the circumstances. Watching race videos gives you a fresh insight into horse racing. And don't forget to read the stewards' reports. Stewards have special vantage points from which they watch all races, and they have access to films taken from different angles. They'll tell you if a horse lost or twisted a plate, pulled up lame, got its tongue over the bit, if the saddle slipped or the jockey dropped his whip, or any of the 1,001 mishaps that can affect a horse's chance and excuse an apparently poor run. Luck in running often depends on the type of track where the races are held.